absolutely did not need to come back to wrestling. I chose to. Fighting MMA currently, and I'm at the top of my game, so I can continue to climb up that mountain. This isn't about nostalgia for me. This was a choice, and it goes back to my roots and my love for the sport.
Being a part of Real American Freestyle is wrestling history. I think a lot of the wrestlers like Bo Nickal want the opportunities that they're getting.
Here's the problem. He's been removed from the sport. Like, you kind of have these old memories of these great times, and you could whip everybody in America.
3-time individual national champion, Dan Hodge Trophy winner, U23 World Champion, Big Ten Athlete of the Year. But I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted to accomplish. In 2021, I was trying out for the Olympic team. I didn't make the team. And I decided to pursue MMA full force. I didn't really think that I would ever wrestle a match again. And part of that was I didn't see the opportunities in wrestling, and specifically in the competition setting, that excited me. A lot of what we see on the international scene is the same guys wrestling each other in front of 500 fans, and even though I'm very passionate about the sport, that didn't really get me super fired up.
I don't believe that Bo Nickal abandoned the sport of wrestling to go to MMA. I believe the sport of MMA gave him the opportunity that now wrestling is giving other wrestlers.
I saw the momentum with Real American Freestyle, and I was the one that reached out. Initially it was, hey, I would love to be involved in this in some capacity, and everybody at RAF was super excited about it. Any way I could be involved would be great. Fortunately, I get to compete, and I'm really pumped about it.
This is an incredible spot for Bo. I imagine Bo had to call in some favors. Now that's extremely relevant that you know, because what are Bo's goals? Are they MMA, or is he looking at 2028? Because I do believe that Bo's gonna have Olympic fever.
Being on the mat and wrestling, it honestly does feel like riding a bike, because I've been doing it since I was so young. Probably did it before I could actually ride a bike. I always just let it fly. I think that's something that was natural to me as a kid. I was always going for the pin, going for big moves, and in my college wrestling career, being able to pull out crazy stuff in the biggest moments. But the passion for wrestling starts even before I was born. My grandpa wrestled in college and was a wrestling coach. My dad wrestled his whole life and was a coach. They both coached me growing up. I still have that passion and enthusiasm and excitement to compete. It's part of my DNA, and I love it. I think that as a 29-year-old guy in my prime, I want to be able to compete as much as I can. And the reality of MMA is, getting a couple fights a year, being able to do 4, 5, 6 matches in addition to that, I think is just going to keep me sharper, keep me more motivated to train hard every day.
Bo's taking a little bit of heat. People are calling it double dipping. And so the MMA community doesn't know, do we embrace him? Is he our guy representing us? Or is he a wrestler and it's the other way around?
There are absolutely critics in the MMA world that won't understand this decision, or people say, oh, is he retired from the sport, or oh, you should be working on striking, or this or that, and that's fine. But for me, I'm doing what I love, and this is my life, and I'm gonna live it the way I want to.
You can't just say, well, he has an ability to wrestle, and now that he's a fighter, he has to do that.
But can you do both? I don't actually know the answer to that question. This is one of the first times we're gonna see somebody that tried. Bo Nickal, who's as good of a wrestler as I have ever seen, might go out there and get crushed.
There's definitely been times in my life and moments where I've teetered on that border of, confidence and cockiness, and I think a lot of it comes from my day in, day out work that I'm putting in, and anybody in my position that's been able to accomplish the things that I've accomplished isn't gonna do it without confidence.
What I'm not sure Bo is aware of is what a massive target he's got on his forehead. He needs to be more prepared for this match than any other match he's ever had, in my opinion.
Coming back to my first match in 4 years is a big challenge. But at the same time, I've had a decade and a half in the sport, so I don't think about what I'm gonna do, I just go do it.
Because he's a big star now in the UFC, doesn't change the fact that he's supremely talented as a wrestler. I think you can have your cake and eat it too.
As far as the trash talk goes, I'll let my performance speak for itself. There might be a few people out there that maybe don't believe in me. No matter who I compete against, that I'm gonna go out there and win and dominate.
Tickets are available now. Go to Ticketmaster.com for details.